Welcome back to what should be the final episode of Valhalla. When we last left off, we had a Christmas party, everything was cool. I have to make just over $4,000 in the next 2 days. Oh, I guess $2,000 a day wouldn't be too bad. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure. Okay, Jill bought what she wanted. I don't know what I was supposed to buy because I've been buying things beforehand. First space colony to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, as a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. First space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Probably. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technology, new traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plastic generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me, can't marry your own son. Oh, it's going in the fucking... Further space... Okay, yeah. Alice Rabbit is in space too, amazing. This is the third final this year. The final remaster of Amy Charts. The remake master of 2016's Yeek, a postmortem RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped in the launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Stinger's Face Remastered. 3.5, 1.5, water. Dang it, Round Paul. If I remember correctly, I've read up on it, but I can't fucking remember. I think the dev team is kind of like, they kind of regret the whole Yeek, like, bullshit they put in here. Because the game did not do too well. Or it did well, but I don't know, it's weird. That bar called Valhalla. So I'm full of myself. You are. Is that any good? I need a place I want after work. Armies are talking over, huh? Or taking over, huh? Everyone is neat just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be kind of a dick. Also, never been there. I don't know. Is she cute? She's cute, but I think she's full of herself. The guy seems to be a bit more of a pro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from a distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit, meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope, bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Oh yeah. Fucking hell. I don't even know why I'm yawning. Let's go to work. Wednesday. Good evening. Jill, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the Oh, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday, yes. There were lots of explosion noises throughout the night. As far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew over here. I take it you know what made those noises. Made that noise. Let's just keep it to whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting, so it didn't get far. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Spicy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Blended. Okay. While this blends, I'll grab my water. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. I haven't messed up once for you. So if I may interject, looking for a fight? Most certainly not. Really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please. You make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe that I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try the suplex next? You might meet your liking, huh? Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Hell yeah. I love this game. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say your face looks somewhat familiar, mister. Call me Jamie and you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at, did you perhaps go through the nanomachine expert? I did actually. Figured as much, only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through with the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when you have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie on a pressure chamber and they give you a specialty IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you an antibiotic needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in a bed while horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. Jesus. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes and your gum and your toes everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a machine that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Again, that doesn't say give him a gut punch. At least she's in a much better mood. Aged and mixed. Here! Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit where they stuck on you, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, with the perks of not having nanomachines in body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you call him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way, you'll be in a good mood too. I'm sure Jill would love to bad touch Alma. Good old water. Here! Jill, you have such a pretty petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of the parking lot. She probably got fucked in the back of the parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court to judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because that angst would make her jump into the highway. So Eva comes and says, then make sure it kills you, Jesus, because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I can forgive all of that, I mean the age difference and all. But there was something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked me if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached the breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey. It's not like I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. Also, she hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, immature as she was back then. When I see her, I don't see the adult, I see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she also made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. Ow. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at the dead ex's sister? Yeah? I got this note from her. Let's see it. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Bertini, will ya? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. A Bertini. I think this is like one of our favorite drinks. What the fuck is going on with this game? Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo. God damn it, Anna. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, look up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Everyone wants to look at the tits. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. After the girl went into college, said girl would quit her job. The sister got worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hear your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. Do you wanna see? I bet you wanna see. Alright, enough. Enough! Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister's jealous sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, you will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage, lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry, can you get me a beer? One beer right up. A beer. Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? Probably. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenora introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books to her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl a chance to talk to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. But you were here. You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Hell yeah. Save. Whoops, I don't need to load, I'm right here. It's less chilly today. Not changing the song. Jilla Kid's looking for you. Ah, shit. Hey! Ah, Norma. Phew. You're back! Ah, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me. Well, first, by not letting me drink that whole thing, you didn't let me get home smelling like alcohol. I mean, even though you served me alcohol. Oh, but when I do, you get all suspicious. Not now. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do, and? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. Fuck yeah. After that, she told me that I'd be a waste to spend money on the university just for me to not give it my all. Oh, that it would be a waste. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Oh, so sweet. Shut up. Hey Joe, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane? Why does he need a Bleeding Jane? Also, why can't he make a Bleeding Jane himself? I'm so confused. Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they can see me. And why can't I? You're the main character, you know? What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Joe? Making a lot of faces there. Huh? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna remember the beer recipe when I play this game later. Fuck. Oh. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. This screen fucked up. It like shifted. Nobody expects the the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Ouch! I biz my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. What? Honey! Hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can you give me a flurry dream? Fuck yeah. Or fluffy dream. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's see. There's some alcohol in there. Thanks. Yeah. Before you leave, what are you guys throwing in New? What are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so you do. Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes? Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Who the fuck's Becky? Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher on hand, please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Joe, mind if I ask you a silly question? You've seen my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. Sorry, what did you ask when I asked? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears makes them look like cats, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, it's their parents who were called such. Oh, let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the... I'm not reading that. Or was it the... I'm not reading that. The Roma... Let's call it the catification process. I have to assume... I'm going to assume... one of these words I refuse... I wasn't even going to attempt to say has to be a... What does it have to be? It's probably like a cat-like creature mythology. In fact, I'll look it up later. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got caught in the middle of it at a critical point that was a make or break for the whole thing. Not to mention record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Mackie Stenschler. Let's call him, okay. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine. Funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her baby daughter as test subject. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for her got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn child go through the catification process, even if there was no ailment at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through the treatment became a media darling for a bit. Whole generation of kids with these cat-like protrusions got born, and their parents got called cat boomers. Generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. A fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions, why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can move like somehow connected to the facial, because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's ear and react to their moods, but in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprised me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they got after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle of their own. People are being born with no eyes for less intrusive processes. Have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today, thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification process. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stenkovich. Eh? I just remembered Sylvia Stenkovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there was a TV special featuring her. I just remember that I had the biggest crush on her. I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shut just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. I did not make enough. Oh, shit. About what she wanted. You've been talking about the Alma girl. Jealous? Yes. Surviving English Town. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, self-deprecating thread. Don't trust the white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for a full hour. LOL. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it. Please, I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I wanted to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city. Lol. Soon you won't even be able to escape. So it's Italy. Can I even get some weed in a place here? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. Hell yeah. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Birth rates decrease as the young prefers Lilim. Being only with Lilim can be tiring, though. To be honest, the idea people would rather be with robots instead of humans created as a joke, but the reality is that the conversation of convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Anime, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general statement. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. As expected, with new regulations, the new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Just fucking use it like a sperm donor. What the fuck? Wearing socks with sandalettes is now a crime. Gods be praised for silly law I'm all in for. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Ghost City as long as we adhere to decent rulings. However, that's what the change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using the abominable combination. So what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide we want? Whatever the case, I think it's simple. I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Yeah, who the fuck wears socks and sandals? BBC closing for with bars in Glitch City. Oh yeah, this late to the party. British Trademark Council is facing some economic turmoil in Ghost City, and it looks like they're going to close. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC is giving the order to expand almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red. Quincy, on the other hand, thinks that the BTC is just being greedy. They make a lot of money already. Now they're crying because they can't have more. Give me a break. Yeah, you seem like a fucking person to be crying about shit like that. She hasn't... Oh, I don't think I read this. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken. In Japan, I'm not joking, but here they outright change the holiday. Well, it's not that different considering they have the same dates, but it's still pretty cool. Nope, I gotta go. Time to sign some books. Merry Mega Christmas. Don't know, don't care. Is it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Okay. Thursday. Evening. Hey! Okay, so we got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate. I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill. If it means not being deliberate, girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? He what? A client of his, a girl that owns the bazaar. Yeah, hopefully that works out well for him. She's been coming on to him for ages and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... time to mix drinks and change lives. Go with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... It's Kira Miki. Hey Jill, sorry, but... is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stock woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... ah, the hellhole, perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Beer. Beer. Beer, 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 beer. I know he likes big beers. Yes! Here! This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations. I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward to whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. So Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A sheet of paper that will over-essentialize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being pushed by the balls in a non-pleasant way. Corp has an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. I'll report on them once and you'll find something... and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll get your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that you'll buy the damn operation and keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever the lackeys picked up that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC is going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 smart balls that served as illegal chicken restaurants. What the fuck? Huh. Not to mention there were like 100 people that had BTC certifications but never used them. Instead, they keep those certifications around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin with the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlets talk about that. Alright, kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Yeah, even I have to break from the routine from time to time. Moonblast, fuck yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. On the rocks and blended. Donovan is a man of mystery. Here! Now let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what brought you in here? Alright, didn't you see Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump through the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits, literally. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of getting hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH1A models are personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one. I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off the thought of me cheating on her. You get off the thought of her cheating on you? So Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight, or I'll explode. Please get the fuck away from me. Hey, after we're done glaring, please throw me a pile driver. Right. Give him a pile driver, literally. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck yeah, here! Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to say. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me. Donna, hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you! Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Your sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But while we're here already, mind giving you something sweet? Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. Sweet, promo, happy. I'll give her this. Aged and mixed. Blue fairy for the blue fairy. Here. Thanks. So do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but it wasn't in the mood to deal with them. His questions were a bit over the line last time too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We're both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made on my blog post and wanted to experience love in the light. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud we're planning his dude, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking to you. It was amazing. About you. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me off as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier, more pretentious image for me. You like what I do, Jill. You like my music. To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Something tea like, if I remember correctly, something bitter but early is fine. Bitter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. Is it the sound? Wait. Blue fairy. Oh, I'm on sweet. No, I'm fine. Sweet, girly, happy. Sweet, girly, sour, girly, bitter, girly. Hell yeah. 2, 1, 2, 3. Good old. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class CHA1, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? You both serve the same purpose, but Jibsies have a port on their head, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voices emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't do it the first time. We always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by Va11. Of course, in return, they sing your love is a drug. Ah, so you know the Va11 girls. Really nice kids, you'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, they're images of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with the melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkept, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first, alright? A sparkle star for the star. 2, 1. Aged and mixed. Here! Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender, nice to see you. Boss, Jill's back. I'm taking my break. Alright. I need to make close to $2,000 on this. Oh, why am I trying to load? It's now safe to keep playing. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Yo, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings, it's Stella! What can I get you here? I have a bleeding Jane today. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's not right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stella! Here you go. I feel like you gave me a lot more than what was needed. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Yo's the one you know to that too. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning stuff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today though. I see. Hey Joe, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits are always safely guarded, but after the events of the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suits had to take the suit off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky, they got beaten up while they weren't able to move. They only got beaten up during a lynching? Hey Spooky, how are you? So between the suits being glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on the race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, every single piece of armor fetches a high price these days. So stays buying hers? Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patience. Just opened... Patents just opened up for many. So I'd say yes, Jesus. Huh. I mean, the BDC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. Oh, so they're jackasses. Patent trolls. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's a captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corp unit. Is his last name Sparrow? Unique. The guy had a real small unit, 5 people, including himself. Got a lot of my decks done today? Hell yeah. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point where they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. Hen what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He was one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they were among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on the front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you, true? Wait, here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces, Jesus Christ, but regulations and law didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize the Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy, they're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. Okay. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. What the fuck? Now let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front for whatever console behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah, so what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. No, seriously, hen what? Can I get a Bertini here, please? Sure. She does not want to repeat what she said. Because it means she watches the show. I'm gonna go off the fact that it's probably just a, like, Power Rangers show. Here! Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets to the Kira Miki concert. Nice! Alright, as it turns out she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite a graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous person to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that it's made her so famous so quickly. Probably. So she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, or nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My dad always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom didn't mean being an ass. And you actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? You really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I can get the disabled line with Say in her room. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Something classic. Classic. I think I fucked up at one point and got her a classy drink. Let's get her this. I feel like I've mixed up classy and classic before. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad had always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. He even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job, I'll find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. Huh? I just realized something off about the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyway? I get trying to crack in the first place, but I believe if it's patented, they have to... Well, I don't know what these laws are, but if it's patented, they should have to, like, reveal what it's about. That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Sabatsu has been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable information from. I'm right again! Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. What jackasses! And no patent regulations in their right mind would approve that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law were using suits that were by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Hypocritical would come to mind. Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. You read all my antique sinisters, so now I gotta look for more. Oh no. They can be a pain in the ass to find. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And the city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Anyways, always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No hello? You're pretty insist on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thank you stop, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll be through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary while I pondered weak and weary. Why the fuck did she just crow the raven? Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As of someone gently rapping? I'm gonna say rapping. Rapping at one chamber door. I read it like 4 times, like in my head in different ways. That was the least egregious. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping on my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender, I did not. Oh, quoth the bartender, I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a phase? Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Hell yeah. Cobalt velvet. Jesus Christ. Looks if he wants it big. Holy shit! 280. Okay. Here, thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicles ring any bells? I'm a child because I'm laughing at the word at 69. Wow, you went pale. No, that name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd, today my daily card readings tell me that I'll meet great change thanks to an old man. Did you see the video I sent you? I saw, I didn't have time to read it, but that's probably going to make me an alcoholic. Thank you so much for that video, by the way. My biology teacher told me I had been picking for an intern school contest for the latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into an occult science singularity? What the fuck? Oh, don't apologize. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill, I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. Shadow Master 69. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill, relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no, I give up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... Ugh. I think we've all been there. I don't know, I like the way you look. All dressed in black with the rare accessory pop out. Thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup to take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past the internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to that page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not that too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 69, not 69, like the reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. A sugar rush. Are they trendy now or something? Yes, that's serving at least one a day. Oh my god. What fucking 12-year-old is into the occult? Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine. Long-lasting relationship. Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and I was just like, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He started with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. Drop out of high school? He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard, who I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, and he had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. As time went on, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his home and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. As much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. Beer! Oh yeah, I can do this now. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that vlog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you and you know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you that one and only... I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, how did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first one was I spent lots of time typing and those replacements helped to avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. And there's other utilities like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like a computer's cursor. There's also more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. What the fuck? Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right arm got completely crushed. I told them to check if they were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as their original hand with no problem. Last I heard, they were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that. I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even? Are we? You were pretty pissed off about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Juliana once. Now you don't. Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance and you just used it. Damn it. Fuck. Hell yeah. Surprise! Fuck. Hey Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then act as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The residual would basically be the image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in the body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. It's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create these reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see, huh? Don't give me that look, it's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then, see you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am, what about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? You mean you were a wrestler, so. That I am. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you can solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but no, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens that to use fights as an expression. You might as well see that in a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I don't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling, so now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Eighth grade what? Oh, thank God. Who would have thought you'd be we'd get a bona fide item on the bar? Yes! Jill will have a roof over her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. Oh, thank God. He just gets bullied this whole game. He just got assaulted. Fuck bullying. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't get to buy that. Paper lamp, 500. 800. 900. I guess I'm buying fucking the super cartridges. Why not? 62 bucks. Holy shit. We have a roof over our head for another month. Yay! Grand Slam Fighters crowned a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion with Giant Yusuka taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. $8 off. I know. And now I'm like $7 off. It's a shame. After previous champion 66, American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSC decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. So exciting, if only I understood what's going on. During the interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him cleanly. You didn't beat him at all. He fucking... Oh. Unless the injury occurred during a fight with you, and you're like, why, that wasn't fair. After a great earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. The great earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agent. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas, several kilometers under the Earth's ocean's surface, that's something you get to, you know, millions lived here before something that gets to you, Jesus Christ. Before the great earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Oh, damn it, Tokyo's gone. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tangenshima island in Japan. In Australia is a tad more complicated than that. What? New Lilium regulations, but people look more robotic-like by now, too. The current regulations preventing Lilium from looking too human have been working out well so far, but this new plan to create new laws so the enforced robot-like features among Lilium who, in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City is the first nation to adopt the current standard of Artificial intelligence and robotics was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. However, unfortunately, the first few years saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need to more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws will be in the future regarding their existence. People look more robot-like any day. Oh, I guess I could have like fucking changed this. I still don't understand why the fuck. Whatever. Valhalla. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourist hotspot. Name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. And how the fuck do you not pronounce Valhalla correctly? Granted, I spelt it wrong in my titles for the first 5 episodes, so you know. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. Okay. A funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back. But once I got there, I really felt safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts and the boss is such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. Okay, this should be the final, proper day. Friday, December 30th. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey, Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fuck. That explains why I've never been happy. That's not. Take that as you will. Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was Alma, did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? I never actually noticed that the titles were wrong. Yeah, Hall is, I changed it, but Hall, I think it's still wrong in the, playlist. But the L's in Hall I put as ones because I thought that's what they were. No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Streaming Chen. Today's escapade will bring us to a familiar place and shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Streaming Chen. Hey kids, wanna die again? Not so fast, that bartender. That's even your real name? It's not? Last time my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Eh? Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it, that gleam in his eye is unmistakable. Whatever. Just keep it down. Hey, Jill, you're a hit. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here! Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. What the fuck just happened? Time to mix drinks and change lives. Betty, deal. Huh. You are too happy and you were too mopey. What happened? I was right, eh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. And say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Wasn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways. Betty was right and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for the cheerful Betty. She is not the one I expected to be cheerful. Wait, I know how to make this. Why did I go to this? I guess it's just force of habit at this point. Here! Ooh! So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming at the top of her lungs that she liked him. No? And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tattoo cliche for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker, holy shit, did he fuck. That's gonna be the cliche of the day. Or the running gag of the evening. You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy who got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though, like you said, he seems lost in thought. Victories or like these are few and far between. Let him enjoy himself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light. Okay. Poor girl's a fucking punching bag, and I love it. I'll make a blooming light, and I guess a... can on the rocks. Holy shit. I don't think this has like non-alcoholic. No, it doesn't. Whatever, I'm not gonna look through it. I know Blue Fairy is non-alcoholic. Here! Thanks! Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Same. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandria, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Jesus fucking Christ. Did she bed the entire city? Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snored like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler? Hold up. A person who never drinks alcohol. Choose with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite a heartbreaker to have so many relationships in such a short time. I mean, about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Quite literally. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about... Sneaky? I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing, but... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So I don't know how well that applies to you. Those things are humans. Those things are humans in all but organs nowadays anyways. Okay. Even though that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans are all humans in all but organs. You surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not human. Well, we live in the weird times, but hey, it's not... That only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Buckwood City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration, so... anyway. Just try to get to know her, you'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspiring advice if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Now I need to serve a piano man and a piano woman. Who's drinking which one? Fuck if I know. Five. Oh, damn it. On the rocks, I missed. Piano man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. I'm sitting on my leg weird and I need to stop that now. Here! And now we reach a stalemate. I normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. What? Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? Is she drunk? She's gonna take you away from me. Your leg will fall asleep? That's only an issue I've been having for the past 12 years of my life. I don't learn. You're my piece of scrap, not hers, you're mine. Is she drunk? Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. Ha ha ha. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you wouldn't leave me? I wouldn't. I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh, hey! We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. Well, come! Are you sure? We will. Is she drunk or just embarrassed? I can't tell. Fine, we'll be here, Joe. Anyway, see you there. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Party, I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the new year with a party myself, so... Sorry. Maybe both? Probably. I totally forgot that she was already here. And that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spikes. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewership something fun. Give me something nasty. Something nasty? I can't fucking read with these goddamn words over my screen. Something nasty. Unnecessarily brown. Kick the drunkenness right out of you. A couple make your tongue velvety and more you'll sleep. It's like drinking. This one's kind of unbearable. It's mostly for fans of the movie. Holy shit, after I'm done with this game, before I end, I'm gonna read something. Because it's funnier than hell to me. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Eh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you can copy my own theme song. No thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Anime was a mistake. Well, too late, it's already on your player. That can't... How in the ever-living funk did you do it? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts. But I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything like that. Good question, where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertisement, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to the Zero thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I missed them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there was any new stories. It's not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy story on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing! I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the beer should speak for some reason. I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who we fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess that's something we're saying, but... Then I want to hear it! Oh god. Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're shitting me! You expect me to believe she came all the way up here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, If I may interject, you been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a picture with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy, but you sit there and she just comes waltzing over. It's not fair. If I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. Oh, wait. I was just as baffled as you were right now. I noticed, like, I will put on, like, I won't change my voice for characters, but I'll speak in a different manner. That's why I got really confused when Jill started speaking again, because I was speaking in the streaming chan tone. Not tone, I don't know what the hell it is. I guess just style? Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can at least tell me how nice she is as a client. Very graceful client, much like the last time, a really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number if she ever comes and let me know, Will. You hear? I'm not gonna let you keep her to herself. I added an extra word at the front and that just fucked up the entire sentence for me. I really doubt she'll come back again though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. She asked for a girly drink. No. Girly. Blue Fairy. H. Why is everyone so noisy? It's a bar. Shut the fuck up, please. Here. Phew! Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything fun. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Eh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. I would. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be too hard on the girl, she's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wow, Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right, about Fuckboy's partner? Want to know who it was? Do you know? Maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces here. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe, inner and outer voices, remember? Fuck. What? Who fuck? Aside from the guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. But I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog, you can't just ask me to roll over, you know? But if I entertain you for a bit then? Boss, you and Gil take a break, I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. And Joe, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road. Road right into the trailer's grill. Grilled Gil. That's a fucking alliteration. Alright, Gil, come with me. Eh? Poor fuckboy. Literally, he's a fuckboy now. It's now safe to keep playing. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky lady? Lucky girl. So it was a guy, I never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know. Well, that's gonna make the biker guy sad. You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so much as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like a weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after the Idol Singer came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming it or listening to it. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the Idol girl, did you? No, why would you? That'd be a problem, though. I don't know, it'd just feel weird. Probably because she's already in a relationship. Well, that's for the break. Let's go back. The break was like 30 seconds. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind that I said about opening up more, I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've ever heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. I don't know, let's ask her. Alma. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has a face of maybe fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right, eh? What? Nothing. Dorothy wants a gun punch? Is the world ending? Well, if the world's ending, let's make this fucking drink for her. Aged. This is a nice looking dude. Hell yeah, if I was into dudes, I'd be all over that. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical compounds? Our tongues were designed with the human one in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interesting, but why? Well, after last time I got curious and started checking out how my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations that you could make a seismograph with them. Huh? And checking that, I found out that I'm all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. Ah, she's becoming a real girl. Anyways. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I felt like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet. Something sweet. That's more like it. Fucking Blue Fairy. I'm gonna get this poor robot drunk, apparently. Here! Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversation with AIs. But after a bit, they just started looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having some advanced AIs like you here now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamed of. I'd be so fucking happy if, like, AIs like Lilim were introduced in my lifetime. It helps me when I feel particularly cynical. You flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilim managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is, you love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay, sugar rush. A fucking heavy drink. Well, not heavy at all. How did I fuck? Oh. Here! Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the problem got solved. Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian, call her mom, nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. Okay, that was 3 fucking names. I need to figure out what the hell's going on. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said it felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never felt any of them. I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Why do I really feel them? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Boom! Oh, don't worry, by the way, I'm fine. Thank God it's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick and Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh fuck. Well, I tried, Jill. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl Lilum. Cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. You come here often. Are you hitting on me? Hey Dorothy, I'm in the middle of live streaming. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should the next drink be? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Sugar Rush again. Fucking Sugar Rushes and beer. I'm gonna know them by the end of this. I already fucked it up. Here! Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you doing in my turf, huh? Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I meant that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, it's not really my name. No shit. What's your real name then? Behind Streaming Chan's mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. I refuse to believe this girl's remotely close to being humble. Humble. See, even Jill's confused. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? What? Streaming Chen, yes, no, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, it's not really my name. What's your real name? Behind Streaming Chen's the awesome mask lies humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started to call myself Nico Chen, I changed websites so the name fell a bit out of place, thus I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chen, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick on a base. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. So I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might be harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's rude that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send me the draft to his lair as a couple of additions, but Let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. This man jizzed on the contract. Oh, he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it with a pair... He cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. Why did I call that? I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now it's looking for a new business person. But now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick were enough punishment. Oh, God! I'm disgusted with what he did, and I'm agreeing with that statement. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? Yeah, that's so weird. That's money that you're soiling right there, literally. I would have gone back to the deal if they were not for the owners paying me to visit and apologize profusely. Wait. I would have gone back to the deal if they were not for the owners paying me a visit. Okay. Some people seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. What the fuck? I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Joe's been grimacing for a full minute now. So have I. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. Oh God, she's calling me honey now. Just what I need. What? Huh? Huh? Oh! I see what I did wrong. I need to count. Did I miss bath time? Why are we trying to fucking take a bath here? Here! Cheers! Cheers! Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. Did this man fuck one of the jacuzzi holes? And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action. What did you do with all the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems, just turn the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. You try chilling the camera a bit and putting it in a bag with some fillings. We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole in the camera, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the camera and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Didn't need any weight. Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so he used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I had sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I feel like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway, though, or I surely would have died. Read that backwards. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. Why? I consider investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my servers at the end of the night? Oh, can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was a mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Hey, Jill, what's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow is the big day, so let's get ready. That goes for the both of you. Either I'm getting older or that girl was too much even for me. That girl was a fucking handful. New Year's! May all your wishes come true in a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Hell yeah. Let's buy the rest of what I can, I guess. Buy that, buy that, buy that. I'm pretty sure I cannot buy anything else. Oh, hey, there's the paper lamp. I honestly don't remember what else I bought. Anyways. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Oh, wow, there's no new nothing. It is just go. Hell yeah. Let's change the table. Cool. Well, I guess we'll save and move on to the last day. Go to work. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They've only agreed to work this New Year's Eve if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be fine. We'll be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe it'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for everything after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Bus might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby? Come in. She's already in. Excuse me. Welcome to Val... Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter. That's the first I've heard about it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worrying about this letter, not wanting to open it out of fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. After all these worries, after all those problems, after all these years of not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Haha. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sister provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle at the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She also bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. The letter was supposed to piss me off like that. I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejection. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I'm as angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to worry avoiding me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shots even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection is what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctors say she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back, eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenora, she's resting now. She's just resting after having a heart condition all those years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we were to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we were to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenora was a fun-loving person, and the best we could do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that eventually goes way back before you left. It actually goes way back. Back then, she thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then. It was part of me just wanting to put blame on someone or something, and you didn't deserve that, sorry. I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for, don't think too much about it. What the fuck just happened? I should have been mature and not shout at you either, so let's just call it all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, truth is I visit from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, just more dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked the fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because my sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduation, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to be there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Now, like she didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to her being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she was being abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her, she would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenora. No. Never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much, but you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while and put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? Yeah, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when you think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer, or perhaps if I didn't overreact the argument about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept my cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Yeah? She said that I told her that she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she felt about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her at the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself into her. Something like that. Lenora. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, and my sister. You were supposed to be the mature one, play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that. Remember when your sister was giving the class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? Well, my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I wanted her back. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear you and my sister were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. Like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's face. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have the toast in her honor, shall we? A toast. Yeah, let's get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Preferably something sweet. sugar rush. Let's make it a big sugar rush. An honor for the occasion. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenora, I know you're watching from the beyond right now. As I give a drink to your little sister, it's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at least, at the very much, make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, wanna add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot, why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot, idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Hey Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise that me we won't fight. I can't do that. Eh? I'm gonna end up crying. I'm getting teary-eyed. And I have no emotion whatsoever most of the time. You and I are both thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash in some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what I said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be there. I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenora, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenora, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult? We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. There's no alcohol in that drink! Right. Now that I think back on it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better than when she offered me apple soda. I got a funny story about that. I remember when I was younger, my brother poured some apple juice in a cup, and I saw it and just screamed at the top of my lung, Mom! Dan's drinking beer! I put bubblegum on the soles of her shoes in retaliation. What the fuck? She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Why did your jaw hurt from beer? Yeah, well, I guess she was probably like 8. Yeah, she gave a fucking 8-year-old beer at the most. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out it was apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night. Only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. That's something to say to an 11-year-old. As a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in the salad days later. She said, so, do you like eating meat for lunch, Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? Fair enough. True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Huh. Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but it's comfy enough at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great! Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread is really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. Pretty sure my voice just cracked. I'm over being emotional. Don't know what the fuck that was about. So, he's looking to expand. I don't think you're looking after you already do it. I think you got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District had almost no bakery. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old. What if she was bi? Would that make him wrong or not? I don't know. I'm not thinking that hard into that. Dad said sis wasn't a girl, the acquaintance didn't believe him. Oh, I guess if that was the bet. He bet a beer on whether or not he was right. I guess that would make the bet correct. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Laura never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm fucking hungry. I'm still on my sister's side on that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. Fuck that. What a shitty mom. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends were worth more than her own daughter. What a bitch. How did she react to her death? Dunno, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did. They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. Okay, I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though no alcohol. That'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great! Hey Alma, come here. There's someone I want you to introduce you to. Oh, okay. I thought the game fucked up. I had a heart attack. I'm like, this commands aren't acting. Okay, game. At least it didn't fucking flash me this time. Valhalla. Cybernetic bartender action staff. Writer. Programmer. Hell yeah. So as my first visual novel, that was really good. I like the story, I like the, just the interactions, like I said, it had a nice blend of, being serious and heavy when it needed to be, and lightening the mood when it needed to be. I like the making the drinks aspect. The characters were all interesting, if not enjoyable at times. Also, I thought there was a sequel to this game coming out this year, and I will be playing that when it releases. I also thought about it because this game starts on a specific date. This game is obviously dated, and by that I mean it has a date. The final date is December 31st, and I thought December 31st on a Sunday, and I thought, or Saturday, and I thought, what, when's the next year that the calendar lines up with the game's calendar? And it's 2020, so I think in December of 2020 I will play this game again and do day by day on that one. So 19, so like the 22nd I will be playing the game on the 22nd, stuff like that. Fucking hell, I'm hungry. I want to know what ending I got. People are all great and all, I love credits, but I really want to... I mean, I know what ending I got. I did all the things. Hold up. Nirvana Bartender game. Damn, that was released. That was announced in September, and they're just getting down to it. Oh, I guess games take a while. That's typically something you'd release closer. Oh wow, they said it was gonna. It was around 9 months into development. The person in the game is in Valhalla's Her, False Paradise, Menace. Hell yeah. When it drops on the Switch, it doesn't drop on PS4, PC, or Xbox. You up for mon trading later? I'm gonna go eat. And I still haven't caught anything. I've been too busy at work to grab Pokemon. So I'm gonna pass for the day. Made in Game Maker Studio by Prologue version by those people, published by them. No worries. I'll get around to it. I just need a slow patch. I don't know why we've been having so many fucking issues at work today, or the past few days. Everyone's like, hey, let's break shit all at once. Did you have fun? I fucking did. I almost want to go in there and, like, send a message like, hey, I just got around to playing Valhalla. Holy shit, it's a great game. I did have fun. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Oh, this is Gabby and Jill talking. She's that kind of a person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. She is that... Oh, I already read that. Sorry. You're right. Good night, Jill. Good thing I didn't cut. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. I'm hungry. ...2006, Gracias, Peluche. Peluche is Teddy. So, thank you, Teddy. Anything else? Game? I thought there was supposed to be something else. Huh. Can I? Oh. Ah! I don't think I skipped anything. Anyways, it's January 15th now. That's not going to be something I'm going to be able to, like, wait on and keep that date. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. What the fuck? I tried for an hour to convince him it was a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy had a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. I once saw a guy at the hospital in an emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. Why? I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know. Just one what? But just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have more subdued story? A more subdued story? Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh? And now you pretend it's a surprise. Quiet you. She fought against nano rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to the same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of the treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. What the fuck? But even then, she was amazing. She was? Huh? Yeah, she kept up her studies a while in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, she was also ranked among the top 5 candidates at least 3 college admissions exams. She also played the piano and guitar. While being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. She also beat a disease with only 2% suffer from, and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and to think I'm sort of like her sister. Still silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird, I swear I heard someone call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's just uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away, and I think you've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby who knows my real name. So it was so weird. Well, as I was saying, the ball sack guy. September, August 27th. Is this a full year later? I guess this is where we part, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to the city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic, but and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live here. The time we spent setting up the useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. Oh, Jill. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. Whatever. You'll be just fine. You did pretty well for the first 25 years before finding him. Or he did yeah. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, yo. You what? You what? Yeah, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just on one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbit, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Imouto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emma what? Who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart hotel screen at the bar, and you'll start you from any day while keeping your items and money. Fuck yeah! Victory is mine! So that was the good ending. The good ending is Jill and Dana obviously start dating. Gil apparently gets to fuck in his boss's house. I guess the bar stayed open? I don't know how that works. It was only 40% of the bars only, quote unquote, so they had, it makes sense if they would stay open. It was never confirmed it was going to close anyways. So, hell yeah. Also, the ending, there's like a bunch of different endings to this game. Based off what you do, one of the bad ending, quote unquote, is if you don't have enough money for the last payment, which is why I was so happy. What happens there is you get evicted and you move in with Alma, and the screenshot they show is Jill on her back with Alma like on top of her, and Jill's just sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Because she's not happy. Oh. Oh, there's like 20 other songs you can get. Or 20 different. I wonder if all these endings are at the end, or at the same. Serve Dorothy and say what they want when Dorothy is feeling down, or wants you to give her a favorite drink, give her a piano man. If Say comes into the bar and asks her something that Jill questions, serve her, you'll get... Okay. Yeah, and she's pissed off because she has Alma literally on top of her. And Jill straight up mentions at one point how she'd have no issue sleeping with Alma, but Alma's not into women, so she's kind of screwed on that front in the not good way. I guess next time I play this game in 2 years, I'll get all the endings because we got one of them. So I'll be cool with. Oh, I guess I can't get all the endings, so I can't get the bad ending. Nah, whatever. It'll be fun. It'll be cool. Yeah, I got Dorothy's ending. That's that guy. Anyways. Yeah, I'll just show the screenshot. This is the ending. I don't know what it obviously says, but... And then down here is just all the drinks everyone wants. So, that'll be useful next time. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Don't know what the fuck I'm playing next time. Probably Resident Evil 1. I hope you all have a great day.